Is this thing on? Okay, if you can hear the sound of my voice, then let me say hello and season's greetings to you. I am Scarlett Dunestaff, author of On the Horizon, and with me is Kestrel Dragonheart.
Greetings, Horizon fans.
And Jonathan Deathshield.
Não sei como me conheci disso.
What, John?
John, say something to the nice people.
You know, I don't feel comfortable talking.
Come on, it will only be for just a moment, and besides, if this is going to work, they need to get an idea of what you sound like.
Okay. Greetings, Horizon fans.
Okay, much better. Okay, so I'm sure you're all wondering why we're doing this recording and how all weird this sounds, but I figure this is a better way for us to present this opportunity to you than to do it like this. Plus, it's a nice way just to say hey.
Hey.
Hey!
If you don't know by now, we've launched a website for the story under On the Horizon 101. We figured the website was a good way to share Horizon with the millions on the internet, as well as give us a bigger canvas to work from versus the thread we started back in July of 2010.
We'll still be posting chapter updates and contest stuff from the story thread and Central, but we're also working from the page to make it more fun and accessible to you fans.
Yes, and one thing we want to implement on the site is the addition of audio chapters and audio plays.
Yes, I've seen a lot of comments over the years on how my story is a bit of a long read, and unlike other authors on Central, I just can't write a chapter that is less than 1 page long. Even the upcoming chapter 6 from Solstice has reached 10 pages. This I cannot help, or at least when I try, more stuff comes out.
And that means more I have to go in and edit.
True.
In any case, this is where the audio recordings of the chapters come in.
What way better to catch up on the history than listen to you being read it to you?
And with John's graphic design and special effects edits, the story can unfold to you in a whole new way.
So can you see it? Or better yet, can you hear it? Good idea, huh? Okay, so here's where the opportunity comes to you.
Scarlett has to keep writing, and of course, I have to do the edits.
And I must continue to use my mind control techniques to keep this chaos under control.
Hey.
So who better to read these chapters to the millions on the internet than you, my Horizon fans? Now, this will not be for nothing, and we want to make sure that we get a really good chapter read for this to be posted on the site. More details and information will be posted in the video and movie section on Central, as well as some of the various fan sites of Wizards. But basically, what are we doing is opening up an audio submission around once a month for a chapter to be submitted. Starting in January, I will ask for those who want to submit a small sample reading for Chapter 1 to get ready and do so. This reading must be at least 3 minutes long, and you can read from any part of the chapter just to demonstrate your ability. Okay. John Kess and I will be listening to each submission. Once we have found a good submission, then that person will have 30 days to get the entire chapter read, recorded, and submitted to us. If that person fails to submit their recording within the 30 days, then that person forfeits, and we will go with an alternate. The alternate will have 30 days also. Once that chapter recording is given, then we will award that person 10,000 crowns.
That's right, fans, 10,000 crowns.
10,000 crowns to do some shopping with.
Yep. Can you still see it happening? Or better yet, can you hear it? Is it still sounding like a good idea? Give you an example of what we're hoping to see. Here's a reading from Cassandra Drake from Wizard 101 Central. She's also known as Rainy Days on Pirate 101 Central. She put in an application to us a while back for casting calls for voice actors to do some audio plays. We'll discuss more about the audio plays later, but listen to the following segment. If you all remember or have been keeping up, this is the preview I gave to you at the start of Solstices. So sit back, get your blanket and hot cocoa ready if you're in a cold area. and listen to Cassandra as she reads to you the prelude to winter solstice.
Prologue. Damages. There was no mistaking what he had said, and yet she was still confused. He stood in front of her, looking the same as he always had, nothing to indicate that anything was different. Yet everything had changed. Demeanor, his actions, his stance were all so unlike the man she had known or thought she knew. Even though she had never been one to run from anything before, her immediate thought was to get away from him. Despite the fact that he was her friend, her instincts had begged her to get out of that cave before anything else happened, before the damage to their friendship would become irrevocable. But she hadn't left. Now it was done.
Ótimo.
Yeah, what John said, which I think means, wow, that was really good.
Thank you, Cassandra. Now, I do not expect for you to do all the special effects work. Leave that to John.
Yes, and I'll make the necessary edits and fill up the gaps here. There is some music and effects that I have in my arsenal that we'll be using on this.
All we ask is for you, the fans, to read. Give us your best dramatic reading of the chapter, and we will take it from there. Just don't read it too fast.
Or too slow.
But find a happy medium so that we and the millions can understand you. Most of all, have fun with it. Sound like you're having fun with it. Because if you sound like you're enjoying yourself, then those who are listening will enjoy hearing from you. It's like smiling. When you smile at someone, that smile will in fact, it make them smile too.
So, does it still sound like a good idea?
Can you hear it coming together?
We hope you can. It has been a vision of ours to spread this story the best way we know how. And hopefully, with this step, you can help us get this story out there with your audio submissions. Again, this is Scarlett.
And Kestrel.
And Jonathan Dadshowed.
Good night, good morning, or good afternoon to you whenever you're listening to this. We're wishing you the happiest of holidays and the safest of New Year's. Hope to see your submissions soon.